Snowflake, Arizona, a small town nestled amidst towering pines. November 5, 1975. The air was crisp, carrying the scent of pine needles and damp earth. The forest was alive with the subtle sounds of nature, a symphony of rustling leaves and distant bird calls. The sun had begun its descent, casting long shadows across the forest floor. The golden hues of the setting sun painted the landscape in a warm, ethereal glow. It was a day like any other in Snowflake, or so it seemed. The townsfolk went about their daily routines, unaware of the extraordinary events about to unfold. This tranquil setting would soon become the backdrop for one of the most baffling and hotly debated UFO incidents in history. A story that would capture the imagination of people around the world. An incident that would challenge our perceptions of reality and leave an entire town grappling with the unknown. The peaceful existence of Snowflake was about to be turned upside down. The tranquility of the evening was soon to be shattered. The calm before the storm, as they say, was eerily present. An event was about to unfold that would leave an indelible mark on this small town. The lives of its residents would be forever changed. It would forever be known as the night Travis Walton vanished. A night that would spark countless theories, investigations, and debates, echoing through the annals of UFO lore. Travis Walton was a logger, a man of the woods. He was known for his hard work and dedication to his craft. Travis lived a simple life in Snowflake, his days spent amidst the towering pines that surrounded the town. He was a man of few words, a quiet observer of the world around him. There was an air of quiet strength about him, a certain resolve in his eyes. He was well respected by his peers, known for his honesty and integrity. No one who knew Travis could have predicted the events that were about to unfold. He was about to be thrust into the center of a mystery that would captivate the world. As dusk settled over the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest, Travis and his fellow loggers were finishing up their workday. The crew of 6 men piled into their truck, eager to return home after a long day. As they made their way down the winding mountain road, something strange caught their eye. A bright light flickered through the trees, growing brighter with each passing second. Curiosity gripped the men. They stopped their truck and stepped out to get a better look. What they saw defied explanation. Hovering above the trees was a large, luminous disk pulsating with an eerie, otherworldly glow. Fear and excitement warred within them as they stood there, transfixed by the sight. Travis, compelled by an unknown force, stepped forward. He couldn't tear his eyes away from the glowing object. It was as if it were calling to him. He moved closer, drawn towards the strange light. His fellow loggers shouted out warnings, but their words seemed to fall on deaf ears. Travis was entranced. Suddenly, a beam of intense light shot down from the disk, enveloping Travis in its blinding embrace. The other men watched in horror as their friend was lifted off the ground, screaming as he disappeared into the heart of the light. Then, just as quickly as it had appeared, the disk and the beam of light vanished. Travis was gone. Section 5. Searching for answers, finding nothing. The remaining loggers were in shock. They scrambled to make sense of what they had just witnessed. Fear gnawed at their insides. What had happened to their friend? Where had that light taken him? They searched frantically for any sign of Travis, but their efforts were met with silence. The forest held its breath, refusing to reveal its secrets. The men were left with more questions than answers, their minds racing with terrifying possibilities. They knew they had to report what they had seen, but the fear of ridicule and disbelief was a heavy weight on their shoulders. Section 6. Return from the unknown. For 5 long days, Travis Walton was gone. His sudden disappearance left a void in the lives of those who knew him, and a mystery that gripped the entire community. The mystery of his disappearance deepened with each passing hour. The authorities were baffled. The public was captivated. Speculations ran wild, with theories ranging from foul play to alien abduction. Then, just as hope began to dwindle, a miracle occurred. Travis reappeared. His sudden return was nothing short of astonishing, leaving everyone in a state of disbelief. He was found wandering, dazed and confused, on a deserted road miles from where he had vanished. His clothes were tattered, and he looked as if he had been through an ordeal. His return was as sudden and inexplicable as his disappearance. The emotional reunion with his family was heart-wrenching, filled with tears and unanswered questions. He could offer no clear explanation for where he had been or what had happened to him. His mind was a blank slate with only fragments of memories that made little sense. The only memory he had was of a blinding light and a feeling of being lifted into the air. This vague recollection only added to the enigma surrounding his disappearance. The details of those lost hours remained locked away in the recesses of his mind. Despite numerous attempts to recall what had happened, the truth eluded him, leaving everyone to wonder about the true nature of his ordeal. The community was left with more questions than answers. News reporters flocked to the scene, and the story of Travis Walton's mysterious disappearance and return became a national sensation. In a desperate attempt to uncover the truth, Travis underwent hypnosis. The sessions were intense, but they only revealed more cryptic images and sensations, deepening the mystery even further. The night sky, filled with stars, became a symbol of the unknown. The sense of wonder and fear lingered as the community grappled with the possibility that something beyond their understanding had touched their lives. Section 7. Doubts and Speculations. News of Travis's return spread like wildfire. The world held its breath as he recounted his tale of a strange craft and beings unlike anything he had ever seen before. But his story was met with a wave of skepticism. Many dismissed it as a hoax, a desperate attempt to gain notoriety. The authorities questioned the loggers relentlessly, searching for any inconsistencies in their stories. The pressure was immense. The world was watching, waiting for them to crack, to admit they had fabricated the whole thing. But the loggers stood their ground. They had seen what they had seen. They knew the truth, no matter how unbelievable it seemed. Section 8. Two sides of the same coin. The debate raged on. Believers pointed to the consistency of the loggers' stories even under intense scrutiny. They highlighted the lack of a motive for such an elaborate hoax. Why would these men risk their reputations, their livelihoods, for a story that many would dismiss as ludicrous? Skeptics, on the other hand, pointed to the lack of physical evidence. They argued that the story was simply too far-fetched, too unbelievable. They suggested that the loggers had mistaken a natural phenomenon for something extraterrestrial, their imaginations running wild under the vast Arizona sky. Section 9. Unwavering Conviction. Through the years that followed, the doubts and accusations continued to swirl around Travis Walton. Yet he remained steadfast. His story never wavered. He passed lie detector tests, endured countless interviews, and faced the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. The weight of his experience was etched into his features, a constant reminder of the day his life changed forever. He carried the burden of proof, a burden that he knew he might never be able to fully shed. But still, he held on to his truth. He had looked into the eyes of something beyond our world, and no amount of skepticism could take that away from him. Section 10. An Enduring Enigma. The Travis Walton case has become a cornerstone of UFO lore. It is a story that has captivated and divided people for decades. It is a story that speaks to our deepest fears and our wildest dreams. The possibility of life beyond our planet, the idea that we are not alone in the vast expanse of the universe, is both terrifying and exhilarating. The truth of what happened that night in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest remains elusive. The evidence is inconclusive, open to interpretation. The case remains unsolved, a mystery that continues to haunt and intrigue us. It is a reminder that there are some things in this world that we may never fully understand. Section 11. Are we alone? The story of Travis Walton is a story of the unknown. In 1975, Travis Walton was allegedly abducted by a UFO while working in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest in Arizona. His sudden disappearance and the subsequent investigation captured the world's attention. It challenges us to confront our own beliefs about the nature of reality and the possibility of life beyond our own planet. Scientists and enthusiasts alike have long debated the existence of extraterrestrial life, and cases like Walton's add fuel to this ongoing discussion. It asks us to consider the question that has echoed through humanity for centuries. Are we alone? This question has inspired countless works of fiction, scientific inquiries, and philosophical debates. From ancient civilizations to modern-day researchers, the quest to find an answer continues. There are no easy answers. The search for extraterrestrial life is fraught with challenges, from the vast distances between stars to the limitations of our current technology. Yet, the human spirit is undeterred. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, and we are only just beginning to scratch the surface of its secrets. With each new discovery, we learn a little more about the cosmos and our place within it. The potential for life beyond Earth remains one of the most tantalizing mysteries. The Travis Walton case is a powerful reminder that there is still so much we don't know. Despite extensive investigations and numerous theories, the truth behind his experience remains elusive. It serves as a testament to the enduring enigma of UFO phenomena. It is a story that continues to spark debate and fuel our imaginations, urging us to look up at the stars and wonder what or who might be out there. As we gaze into the night sky, we are reminded of our own curiosity and the endless possibilities that the universe holds. The search for answers drives us forward, ever hopeful that one day we might finally uncover the truth.